Warning, warning, in 2 weeks is the time that you need to be set up to maximize the potentially most powerful time of the year, the time when people are going to be spending money and you want to be visible enough to be seen. These next 2 weeks could change your entire year. Are you ready? Let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Steve Kidd. I'm a third generation minister, international best-selling author of 39 books and counting. I've had the amazingly wonderful privilege over the course of the last 40 years as a marketing coach, marketing consultant, marketing expert, if you will, to work with over 5,000 people just in book space, besides all the others that I've worked with, helping them with a 100% success becoming bestsellers. Because what I'm here to do is to show you the powerful clarity that comes in, and then the strategic system that allows you to be able to maximize everything that you want to do in this world. You see, it's not magic. It is a system. Now, sometimes I feel like, especially this time of year, like the kid who told you that it was your parents putting the presents under the Christmas tree and that there was no Santa Claus. And I apologize for that. I'm not trying to destroy your Santa Claus, feelings about business. But the truth of the matter is that it's about a system. It's about your strategy. It's about, even on days when it's cold, like it still is today. At least I don't have my arms down, but still pretty cold. That you have the systems in place to have the clarity, the connection, and then consistently be visible. Clarity is powerful. Consistency is key so that you can connect with the people that you're meant to. You've got to do those things. And right now we're in this little tiny window, perfectly wonderful little window of time where people are spending money. I wrote in my short that I put out today, for those of you who happen to follow my YouTube or my reels on any of the different channels, TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram. Back in the day, I was a single parent of 5 kids for 5 years. And at the time I was working, I had my business on the side and it wasn't doing great. And I worked more than full time as the assistant manager to Domino's Pizza, to be able to try to get by with as best as I could. I was most definitely on welfare. We had food stamps and all those kind of things. And I feel for those of you who are feeling the fear of what we hope has come together now, and you will get your food stamps. But, that trepidation of, okay, fine, they went through, but now how and when are we going to get them? I get that. But even with all of that, let's be honest, parents. Let's be real with each other. The truth of the matter is that we are still going to provide the very best Christmas that we possibly can for our kids this year. We do it every year. And the same is true when it goes the other direction. Your kids want to buy you something for your Christmas present, especially. I mean, they want to get you things on, Mother's Day or Father's Day or, your birthday or things like that, but especially at Christmas time, right? They really, really want to do that for you. And yet we live in this fear and we don't know exactly what to be able to tell them. And so here's what I'm encouraging you, okay? You've got 2 weeks to change your world. Because if your book is positioned and poised and there and ready for people, then, parents can tell their kids, hey, here's a book. If we set up your ebook and we set it up so it was 99 cents or $2.99, real small price, even children with their budgets that we give them, I had 5 kids. So if I let them spend $1, we went to the Dollar Tree. I would give each of them $1 to spend on each of the other people. So that was myself and the 4 other siblings. That's $5. That's $25. Plus then if I did it, and I did a little more shopping than just that, but, plus if I did that, then, it was just one of those kind of situations. We came up with it. We did it. And the same is going to be true for you this year. And I really want you to see and know and understand the possibility of this so that you're then positioned to be able to use to your advantage this time of year. Let your book be the thing that people can tell their kids they can get, even in a down economy. Let your book be the thing that, even if it was an up economy, it would still be the thing that they would absolutely want. Doesn't matter whether your ideal client is somebody that's a single mom on welfare or a single dad like I was, or your ideal client is somebody who is going to pay you $100,000 a year plus for the program. You still have to build that know, like, and trust. And that's what your book is. You see, we've been so conditioned to convince people to buy things from us in 20 seconds, or in the 1 minute total that it takes to read a landing page. If I just am convincing enough, and if my HTML looks good enough, and if I do all those things well enough, then somehow magically in that 1 minute, I'm going to turn a person who saw enough in the, few lines on a Facebook or a Google ad that they were interested, curious, turn them from there to a buyer in that few minutes. And what are we selling them? Maybe it's $100 thing. Maybe it's a $200 thing. Maybe it's a $2,000 thing. We're asking people to make $5,000 and $10,000 purchases from that click, read, move on kind of thing. And because of that, we're finding ourselves often, really feeling frustrated because, we're just really not. Yeah, just really not. Because we're asking somebody to make a multiple thousands of dollar buying decision in that page. And can I make a landing page that's good enough? And at the end of the day, those are built out of relationships. We buy from people that we know, like, and trust. Ninja Guppy, I can't give you $20, but if you'd like to recommend my program, any referrals that you send my way that purchase any of my programs, I have a 20% commission on that, all the way from my $500 program all the way up to my $100,000 program. And if they pay today, I will pay you as soon as the money clears the bank. So if it came in via a Zelle transfer or a PayPal payment and I have the money immediately, I'll pay you immediately. You see, those are the kind of things that you can do to change your world right now, right here. This is the 2 weeks right now, is to get yourself set up. You need to be visible. You need a system. If you don't have a book and you're saying, man, I don't have a book. Okay. I'm going to do something that I never do, because I always tell people it's 30 to 90 days to write your book. But I can show you. I can actually show you. I have, I don't pay up front, unfortunately, Ninja. If you send the buyers, I'm more than glad to pay you from paid people. But unfortunately, I don't have a system where I can pay you in advance. I apologize. But, I have employees that are relying on and or waiting on me. What I can tell people, though, is if you want to get your book done, I do have, and if you purchase my $29.97, that's $2,997 program, I will give you as a bonus for free my 4-step from knowing who you are to knowing who you're speaking to identifying and laying out your whole entire book. And then the fourth one, it's 4 customized 4 customized GPTs that will get you all the way to the end of getting your book. and we'll create the cover for it, and we will launch it. And I'll add that as a free bonus today. If you will DM Amplify, and for any of you that pay in full, so you, even if you don't have a book, we can make you a published author, a best-selling author, and begin to create your visibility. And we can start doing that right now this week. And we can still have you up and running and have a book on Amazon before we hit Black Friday. We can do that for you. And, it's going to put a little work on you and on us, but we can absolutely do that, because these are the 2 weeks that we've got to move from wherever we were to extraordinarily amazing places that will allow us the capability to be able to set up our entire next year and salvage our entire this year. And I want you to be able to do it. You need to get ratings, reviews, real legitimate human verified purchaser reviews. You need to improve your ranking so that your book actually shows up, in the search. You need your SEO set up in place, and we need to do all of that so that your book is set and ready to convert before November the 27th, which is Thanksgiving Day. Thanksgiving Day is a great day to catch people who are, just kind of mindlessly doom scrolling through their device while they're waiting for the turkey to cook, or after, and they're like, oh man, I ate too much, right? Perfect time. And if you've got a book that meets their need, it's the time to do it. And now is your time to amplify. Comment or DM the word amplify. Do it right now. Let's get your whole entire year set up, because right now your window's open, but not for very long. Let's maximize that. Let's jump on it while we've got the time, and let's absolutely be the change and make the difference in this world that only you can make. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so happy for all the exciting things that you're going to do. We're going to be together again tomorrow, where we're going to talk about the visibility myth, all the myths that we've been telling people, and the truth behind why you aren't visible, and what we can do to make you the visible authority right now. So I hope that you will really, truly take the time, because to answer your question, Ninja, the reason why people should buy from me is because after 40 years of working as a marketing professional, after 5,000 clients that I've worked with, helped them hit the bestseller and way beyond that, after the multiples of people that I've taken their business from 0 to over 7 figures and taken their 7-figure businesses and more than doubled them, between the millionaires, the billionaires, the stay-at-home moms, and the everybody's that I've worked with, the person who I'd really like to see succeed this holiday season is you. You've got that book. You just need the exposure and the authority. And we can help you do that. I hope until we're together again next time, you are happy, safe, warm, and loved, and that you have an amazingly great week.